Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the fourth chapter from the supplementary copy. Supplementary written in English for class 9th, Moments. The fourth chapter. The name of the chapter is In the Kingdom of Fools. It's very funny folk tale, a Kannada folk tale. It's very interesting story. Please pay attention to. It is believed that fools are so dangerous that only very wise people can manage them. Who are the fools in the story? What happens to them? Now let's see. In the kingdom of fools, there is a country. The whole people are fools, including the king, ministers, and all other people. All are fools, and both the king and the minister were idiots. Idiots means very good for nothing fellows. They didn't want to run things like other kings, so they decided to change night into day and day into night. So they did not want to run the things as normal as any other kings do, but they wanted to change. First they changed that day into night, night into day, and they ordered that this king and the minister, uh, they ordered that everyone should be awake at night. So by evening everybody must get up until their fields. They have to go to the fields for farming at night and run their businesses only after dark. Only after evening they could start their works. Go to bed as soon as the sun came up. Well, as soon as the sun came up early morning, they can go to bed and sleep. Anyone who disobeyed would be punished with death. So death penalty was the highest penalty given for those people, those who were doing opposite to it. And the people did as they were told for fear of death. The people started to follow the instruction of this king uh, because of their fear, and they started to do work at the field at night, and they started to sleep at home daytime. The king and the minister were delighted at the success of their project. The king and the minister, they were very happy because whatever they asked for the people to do, and they are doing also. And one day, a guru and his disciples arrived in the city. One fine day, a guru and his disciple came to the city. It was a beautiful city. It was broad daylight. They came to the city on a daytime. Then what happened? But there was no one about. Nobody was there. Everyone was asleep. So all people were sleeping. People were sleeping at daytime by day. And the two strangers were amazed. Who were the strangers? The guru and the disciple. They were the strangers, and they don't know what is happening in this country. All are sleeping daytime, broad bright light, daylight, but nobody is outside. All are sleeping. Everyone is asleep. Not a mouse stirring. Not even an animal found outside. Not even a mouse is moving. And even the cattle had been taught to sleep by day. Even the cattle were also taught to sleep by day. The two strangers were amazed. Again, Guru and the disciple were amazed by what they saw around them. It was for them it was a first experience, and wandered around town till evening. The whole day they were moving around the town till the evening, when suddenly the whole town woke up. All of a sudden, by evening, the shops were open, people got out of their houses, and they started to go to the do their businesses and going to the farm and do the farming works and all. Then they woke up and went about its nightly business. So they are doing all their business at the night. And the two men were hungry at night, and now that the shops were open, so these people were feeling so hungry because the whole day they were moving around here and there. They couldn't eat anything because all the shops were closed. And now the shops were open. They went to buy some groceries. They wanted to buy some edible items. And to their astonishment, again they were surprised, and they found that everything cost the same amount for everything. And a single dudu is a coin there. It's a story. So dudu is a coin. Whether they bought a measure of rice, if you buy 10 kilo rice or 1 kilo rice, whatever be, the amount would be the same. The price would be the same. And a bunch of bananas. It costs a dudu, a single dudu. And the guru and his disciple were delighted. They were very happy because if you have a single dudu, you can buy any amount of food and have it. And they had never heard of anything like this. This was a first experience, as I explained. It was the first time they are seeing all those things, and they could buy all the food they wanted for a rupee. So they were thinking that if you give 1 rupee, they could buy anything. When they had cooked and eaten, the Guru realized that this was a kingdom of fools. So when Guru understood that it was the kingdom of fools, all people are fools, foolish people are there, and it wouldn't be a good idea for them to stay there. The Guru understood that it is very dangerous to stay with the this people, foolish people. This is no place for us. Let's go. He said to his disciple, just warningly said to his disciple and said, "It's not a good place. Let's go. Move around. Move away from here." But the disciple didn't want to leave the place. The disciple said, "No, he didn't want to go from there, and everything was cheap here. That was the only reason. Everything in a cheap rate, he would get it, and as he wanted was good, and whatever all he wanted was good cheap food, very good food." So the Guru said, they are all fools. They are all fools, and at the same time, this won't last very long. This will not be lasting for a long time, and you can't tell what they will do to you next. So next moment, what these foolish people are going to do with us, nobody can predict it. But the disciple wouldn't listen to the Guru's wisdom. But the wisdom is high knowledge. The disciple couldn't understand this Guru's knowledge or warning, and he wanted to stay. The disciple said, "I will stay here because I am getting good food for one to do." Okay. Then the Guru finally gave up and said, and finally Guru said, "Okay, Renado, whatever you would like, you can stay here. If you want to stay here, you can stay. If you want to come with me, you can come with me. Do what you want." And I am going, and left. The Guru already gone. The disciple stayed on, ate his fill every day, bananas. The disciple started to eat everything for 1 rupee, a lot of bananas and ghee, rice, wheat, everything, and grew fat like a straight sides a sacred bull, like the temple bull, like he has become very fat and eating and moving here and there. One bright day, uh, the what happened? One bright day, a thief broke into a rich merchant's house. So on a fine day, bright day, the system is like that only. The thief is coming. The thief is coming on daytime. Thieves are working their daytime only because night all are working. Wake up. So this thief also came, and he broke into a merchant's house, a rich man's house. Then he had made a hole in the wall, and this thief made a hole in the wall and got into the house, and he collected all. As he was carrying out his loot, he looted all the money and rich wealth and everything, and in the wall he sneaked in, and as he was carrying out his loot, the wall of the old house collapsed on his head. So the wall all fell down, collapsed and fell down. It fell down on his head, and this man was killed on the spot. So this thief's brother, his brother, ran to the king and complained, "Your Highness," he went to the king and complained that, "Your Highness, when my brother was pursuing his ancient trade." So this is a thief, no, thief is doing ancient trade. The same, my brother was doing my ancient trade. So at that time, a wall fell on him and killed him. So this uh, this merchant is to blame. This merchant only made this wall, and that wall was not a good one, and it fell down. So and it killed my brother. So the punishment must be given to this merchant, and you should punish the wrongdoer. Who is that wrongdoer? This merchant, and compensate the family for this injustice. That was a complaint from the brother of this dead thief. Now the king said, "Justice will be done. The justice will be given. The needy will be given, and don't worry." And at once summoned the owner of the house. At once they summoned, called. Someone means calling the owner of the house. When the merchant